Kingsman director believes Taron Egerton would make an amazing Lex Luthor despite actor already being fan cast as Wolverine. Matthew Vaughn claims Taron Egerton as the perfect actor to play the role of Lex Luthor instead of Wolverine. Taron Egerton and Matthew Vaughn are good friends, and the two have often collaborated for films together. In an interview, the Kingsman director talked about how Egerton could be an amazing Lex Luthor instead of the rumored role of Wolverine. Egerton talked about how the duo is returning for Kingsman 3, and it could be their final time in the franchise. Matthew Vaughn is famously known for directing the Kingsman franchise, starring Taron Egerton in the lead role. Being a good friend to the actor, Vaughn recently sat down for a chat and revealed some insider secrets of Hollywood. In an interview that has now turned a lot of eyes from the world, director Matthew Vaughn talked about his career and his experience working with some big studios. When Josh Horowitz asked him about whether Taron Egerton would be a good Wolverine or not, the director replied that he could be an incredible Lex Luthor from the DC Comics. Matthew Vaughn feels Taron Egerton would be a good Lex Luthor. In an interview with Josh Horowitz, the X-Men first-class director sat down for a chat, talking about several controversial things, including his time in the X-Men franchise. The interview drew a lot of eyes on the filmmaking industry. During a segment on the Happy, Sad, Confused podcast, Vaughn and Josh Horowitz talked about Taron Egerton. Being a good friend to the director, the actor has collaborated several times with Vaughn and has been rumored to be the next Wolverine after Hugh Jackman's exit. Well, according to Matthew Vaughn, Taron Egerton would be a good Lex Luthor from the DC Comics instead of Wolverine. I think Taron Egerton, would be better as Lex Luthor. I think he'd be an amazing Luthor. He shouldn't be Wolverine. I don't think he's right for it. I think you gotta go more. Hugh Jackman is brilliant as Wolverine. I don't know who it is, but I think Hugh's made it so iconic that if you go into that, whoever's trying to do that Hugh version, bug it. Yeah, I think he would make an amazing, intelligent villain with depth. Horowitz also mentioned how Taron Egerton had performed in the 2022 miniseries Black Bird and how he could see a little bit of Lex Luthor in him. Taron Egerton wants to play Eggsy one more time. In recent news, the director confirmed that there was indeed a Kingsman movie in the making and Taron Egerton would be in it. In an interview with Collider, Egerton talked about how excited they are for the upcoming movie and how determined the director and Taron Egerton Vaughn has every intention of making it. And I have every intention of playing Eggsy one more time. That was always what I thought I was committed to doing. It's the role that made my name, so I suppose, in a way, I just want it to be absolutely right if we do it again. And I want the story to do justice to the part that really changed my life. And it seems that the third film might signal the end of the Kingsman franchise, since that's what Egerton seems to allege with this statement. I want it to be a fitting ending. And I would, obviously, really hope that Colin Firth would come back for at least a part of it. And who knows? We'll have to see. But we are planning to talk about it. Actually, the next time we see one another, so who knows? With high ratings and Taron Egerton and Matthew Vaughn at their finest, the Kingsman franchise is available to rent on Apple TV+ in the US. Vaughn has been making headlines with the Henry Cavill starrer Argyll, which is currently screening in theaters around the world.